Hello there, welcome to QMB 2100. My name is Mark Dummeldinger and I will be teaching you this semester. One of the things you're going to notice this semester is this is probably the only time you're going to actually, well, I take that back. During lectures you won't see me, but during office hours, if you join me for office hours, you might. But by and large, I wanted to show you that there's a real person. Look at me sitting here with my goofy looking headphones on. I will be providing all the lecture material. I'll be leading the way, so to speak, this semester. And your success in this class depends partly on me, but more so it depends on you. How much work you're willing to put in, if you work ahead, if you try to play catch up, all those fun things. Now, I'll try to give you some guidance and some suggestions as to the way I think you should approach this class. But for the most part, you'll be able to figure it out pretty easily. What I want to do in this introduction video is kind of just set the table for the first week of class. There are several things going on, and you found me in the introduction here, and you can see I am filming, let's see, what's today? Today is January 5th. And so as I'm filming, we're several days before the beginning of the semester, and I've got a bunch of work to do. But as this loads, you're going to see that I'm going to be putting together a syllabus video for you, and there's a quiz and this, that, and the other. And I want to just give you an idea of how this works. So what I've done is divided the semester into what I call parts or modules. There are 4 modules in the semester, 4 parts. And in each part, there's going to be some material for you to learn. There's going to be some quizzes along the way to check to see your knowledge level of that material. There's going to be a project, which is a hands-on opportunity for you to show me that you've learned what I'm giving you, the information I'm teaching you this semester. And then each of the modules has an exam that you'll be taking online for me. So here's where you begin, right? You're in the introduction video. Go to the syllabus next. Take a look at that because I'm going to talk all about the class. In a live class, that's what I do the first day of class, right? You come in, I take the roll, I go over the syllabus, tell you what to expect. That's a syllabus video. After that, you have a syllabus enrollment check that you need to take this week. You need to get that to me by noon on the 13th because that's your opportunity to tell me that you want to remain in the class. If you don't take that, and I'll be sending out some reminders if you fail to get that filled in, but if you don't take that, you will be dropped, and there are a lot of students trying to get into this particular class. So make sure you go ahead and fill that out. There's some project data that I want you to look at this week, along with a project data quiz. You have until the 15th to get that one filled out. And then you begin to work in Module 1. Let me go ahead and show you what the modules look like. So let me slide down here to Module 1. You can see Modules 2, 3, and 4 are lower on the page here. They're not ready yet. In fact, Module 1 is not completely ready yet, but it will be soon. So Module 1 is going to be available from January, to actually be available January 9th through February 5th. That's when you're going to have access to the material. There's a discussion board. It's a great place to ask me questions. If you have questions about any of the material that you see, that's where you're going to type them in. You can come to online office hours and get them answered as well, but that's the quickest way to ask questions. I check that very frequently, and I'll be writing answers back, of course. As far as the material itself, and sorry about this, digital learning, all the different updates they're sending, I'm part of a chat that just pops up. So here's how I'm going to be giving you the material. Each of the parts, part 1 through, say, part 4 in Module 1, contains information. And you're going to see that the way I'm going to give you the information, I provide some notes. Now, they're not complete notes. There's going to be some blank spaces in the notes. I call them the student notes. And as you're watching my lecture videos, you should have a copy of the notes already printed out. So Chapter 1 material, student notes, and I have 2 videos, cleverly called Video 1 and Video 2. But that's where I'm going to be teaching you the material. There's space for you to fill in some of the information on your notes. And when you're finished with that, your next step would be to take what's called a competency check. It's a quiz, an online quiz about part 1. So let me show you where that is. The quickest way to get there is just to hit the next button. And when it opens up, you can see that there's a quiz, and I can give you a quick, and actually I don't want to show you that. There's in this particular quiz, it's only worth 3 points, but it's going to hit the highlights of the material that I presented in part 1. There are 2 attempts on each of the competency checks, and the competency checks for Module 1 are all going to be due on February 2nd. Now I'm going to open up the answers on February 3rd, so there's no late competency check. So you want to make sure you work ahead. So let me go back to the main page. All right, so here's the main page. So that was part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and then there's a review. Now, there's a project for each module. Module 1 project's due on January 29th. That's a Sunday night. And you're going to be downloading a project, which I haven't written yet. You're going to be doing some work, creating some printouts, which I'm going to provide demonstration videos to show you how to do that. And then you're going to be submitting that back to me by the 29th. You can ask questions throughout the first 4 weeks of the class to help do the project. The TAs and myself will be happy to answer those questions. On the due dates, I'll actually be online Sunday night, and I believe I'm setting it from 8 to 9 p.m. for the online class. So I'll be online taking any questions that you might have, those last minute questions, but hopefully you've already done that. And then your first exam, this is really getting annoying, the first exam is going to be either on February 3rd or February 4th. So you're going to turn in your project on the 29th. The TAs and I are going to grade it. We're going to get it back to you on the 2nd, no later than the 2nd. And then you'll have that resource as well as some other things to take your exam on the 3rd or the 4th of February. That's a Friday or a Saturday. If for whatever reason you can't make that, there's a makeup exam, but I'll talk more about that in the syllabus. And then we start all over again and we do module 2, and then there's module 3, and there's module 4, and then you'll get out of here and you're done with the class. But for now, go ahead and go through all that introduction material, take your syllabus enrollment check and your project data quiz this week, and then get started on module 1. I'll be sending emails and reminders throughout the semester letting you know where you should be and what you should be doing. Discussion boards are a great way to get questions answered. Online office hours, which I'll just show you. You access it here through Microsoft Teams. I haven't set up the office hours yet because my TAs haven't told me their hours. They're working on that. I had a meeting with them earlier today, and we're getting all this set up. But by the time Monday the 9th rolls around, all this stuff's going to be laid out. So look for a lot of information from me, and let me know when you have questions. Good luck this semester, and I'll see you soon. So long.